Your current potion's additional effects are applied. Okay. Not open enough for us. Paint and parasites. Defense, ability damage. I like my necrotic resistance for right now, though. This is a really fun. I'm super happy with Mourn Watcher. Venatori. Actually, vulnerable to fire. This one's vulnerable to ice. Yes! Focus on this one. Fire vulnerability. Yeah, keep attacking him. Ooh. Down, boy. Despair demon vulnerable to fire. It's alright, I got fire. Resistant to ice. Get rid of the cult mage, please. Get rid of that cult mage now. Distract him while I get the cult mage. I'll take care of the cult mage. Distract him. Meteor storm. Nicely done.
In the necropolis.
Nicely done.
That's the last of them.
I see someone by the crates.
I don't think they're Venatori.
That was fun. Combat. I'm seeing a significant improvement in my combat now. Take that.
This looks interesting.
A spirit labyrinth? I didn't know they'd learn to make miniature ones into Vinter.
Huh. Fresh breadstick, fade touch material. Scrawled note. Gone to the upper chambers to investigate a noise. With luck, it's only one of those lumbering Nevaran corpses. What a sight. Throw my body to the flames like we do in the rest of the civilized world. You alright?
Hello. Did the Venatori bring you here?
They said I'd spilled the wine too many times. That I'd be a better sacrifice than slave.
Ew.
You are in Navarra, sir. There are no slaves on our soil.
Right.
Please remain here. After we've seen to the rest of the Venatori, I'll send for someone to escort you above.
All right.
Venatori dragged that man down here just to die.
Mm-hmm.
The Watchers will shelter him. We'll inquire if he has any family in Minrathous. As for the Venatori, what remains of them will be put to work.
Get to the upper belfry.
The sunken star can help us if we break the Venatori's chains.
Okay.
Right.
Break the Venatori's chains. Now that's... I like the symbolism of that. I feel like we're going to be given resistance. The Venatori difficulty is blood meant fully healed nearby.
There's one chain.
Excellent.
To get a good... Ice.
Kill them all, but save. Got it. Keep it open.
Shattering those chains will free the bell.
Working on it.
Here they come. There.
Hail, cruel death! You will...
Nice.
Out my breath.
Yes. Boom.
We are failing our masters.
Love it. Yeah, son.
We've done it.
Ooh, and our ultimate is ready. Yeah, son.
That's the last chain.
We must return to the lower level to ring the bell.
Can we not jump? We can jump down though, right? Good. It's like, I don't want to walk all the way back there. Uh-oh. Oh, that's Emmerich. I was like, oh, is that another dude? Hey, Emmerich.
Be ready. The ritual to wake the bell will draw Despair's attention.
Okay.
And any more Venatori?
I'll need you to keep them occupied while I work.
Despair. Venatori doesn't like ice. Despair. Fire. Well, we'll be fine with what we have right now. Drive out the Venatori. The bell tolls.
There's the Venatori. We bleed their strength. How are we doing, Emmerich?
We're okay.
But we must fight a little longer.
Okay, Emmerich, we got you. We got this.
Believer!
Venatori are conjuring spirits.
We'll stop them. Watch his cue.
Ice. Ooh. Let's do this thing. Boom! Yes! Good job, everybody. Oh yeah! Get some more mana. Lesser Voltaic Shade. Have some shade. Nice. More mana. Whoa. Halfway there. We can do this.
Take the last blow!
Take that.
Hold fast! Turn around!
Ooh. Rage Demon, vulnerable to ice.
Son, hit him!
That one's ready!
Get out of there!
End them! Quickly!
Even though he's vulnerable, he's resistant to fire. It's still worth using my ultimate, I think.
Run!
Clear the area!
Stand still, huh? Weekend, burning. Nice.
Ready again.
We're good, boys, we're good. We need more mana.
Emmerich, now what?
Now it's time for this.
Now, the grand necropolis shows itself!
Yes! Yes!
No more despair.
Woo!
Pretty impressive.
That was a fun
Come,
battle.
Let's ensure these cultists didn't leave anything dangerous behind.
Woo!
I'll ask our attendants to gather their bodies later, of course.
Oh my gosh! Once the battle starts clicking for you, man, this is so much fun. Combat is so much fun. I will admit, I still do prefer, as fun as that is, I still do slightly prefer the Dragon Age Inquisition way of having four companions and being able to switch characters, because I just really love the novelty of playing different characters and not playing my main character the entire time. But this is still fun for what it is. It's still fun. It's basically Mass Effect combat. It's Mass Effect. That's what it is. It's the Mass Effect style combat, and that's fine. I just kind of, if it were up to me, this is just my opinion, I prefer Dragon Age to have its own style of combat, which is more like the Inquisition Origin style of combat. Dragon Age 2 very went away from that, and I didn't like it as much. This, however, it's still fun. It's still crazy fun, but for me, it's slightly more fun to be able to play multiple characters. But yeah, no, I accept it for what it is. It is what it is, and I love what it is. But I'm just, you know, as fun as it is, I also recognize I do have a preference. Guardian of the Abyss. In accordance with their dying wishes, the skull of legendary Mourn Watcher sits atop its menacing conduit of necromantic power. Nice. Yeah, combat is still crazy fun, especially now that it clicked.
And this is a severed hand.
Charming.
It can't be. A hand of glory?
Uh-oh.
The Venatori should never have this. I must find out where it came from.
Whose hand is it?
Let me know when you'd like to return to the chambers above.
Hold on, let's
Let me take one last look around.
yeah, let's make sure we picked up everything. One more sweep. Still can't unlock this though. I think we're good. I think we grabbed everything that was dropped. Can't go in here for some reason. Okay, I think we're okay. We're good. Let's go, Emmy.
Shall we depart?
We shall.
Let's get back to the lighthouse.
You can tell me why you've sought out a Fade expert on the way?
Oh, yeah, it's a doozy of a story, trust me.
I know it's a lot, but I swear we've seen the blighted elven gods ourselves.
It would explain recent Oniric disruptions.
At the least. The implications of what Rook's witnessed are... Ah, thank you, Manfred.
Manfred! Yay! He's finally here! Yay! Voiced by Matt Mercer, by the way. He's precious. Oh, I'm glad. Oh.
Adorable. Is your assistant wearing the old Watcher livery?
Manfred sewed it himself.
Oh.
Eventually.
Eventually.
You spoke of danger to the Fade.
The elven gods plan to tear it wide open to get to the blight. I don't have to tell you the consequences. We need another necromancer. A Fade expert.
Many Watchers never depart Navara. But with events so dire...
Please.
I'd be delighted to assist.
Yay.
It has been many years since you left us.
Well, yes, but elven gods, ancient magics. I couldn't bear miss this. Besides, I've spent my life exploring the Fade and speaking to spirits. If Rook needs an expert, none are better qualified than I.
Yay! Just keep the necromancy safe. Why would I say that? Glad to have you in the fight. Promise you'll bring Manfred. Nice to have another Watcher.
It'll be good to have another necromancer along.
My knowledge is at your disposal, and I could catch you up on events at the necropolis.
Yes, please do.
Welcome aboard.
Yes.
Wonderful. I'll gather my things. Come, Manfred.
I love being a Mourn Watcher.
The Grand Necropolis was at peace again, and Emmerich was off to a new adventure. But in Navara, nothing stays down for long. The Venatori had unearthed something no one should have, and delivered it to the worst possible person.
Ooh.
Emmerich's journey would soon bring him face to face with the Gloaming
The
Lantern.
Gloaming Lantern. Ooh, I love this. I love how they're setting up all of these hooks. These are amazingly awesome hooks. Where the dead must go. Yeah, I am so exceptionally satisfied. Yeah, Emmerich Spawn. At my faction, because not only do I love Navara, not only do I love the lore, but I love Emmerich, and if there was any companion, regardless of whether or not I was going to romance them or not, if there was any character that I very subjectively was most interested in having an immediate connection with, and having an immediate, maybe not personal history, but at least history in terms that we both are from the same faction, it's Emmerich. Emmerich, hands down. As much as I love the other characters, I for sure do, Emmerich was the one who stood out to me of all of the companions. Again, not platonic, romantic, whatever. He just seemed like the coolest one that I wanted to be able to just have an in with. And so just the fact that we have this immediate bond of camaraderie because we're both from the same faction is just mwah, chef's kiss. Love it. Drawing on his necromantic powers, Emmerich banished the despair demons infesting the shrouded halls and drove out the invading Venatori. Learning that malevolent ancient gods are causing chaos in the Fade, the professor joined the team to help stop these mystical threats to creation. Unbeknownst to him, the Venatori plot is the beginning of a chain of events that will lead Emmerich to a dark figure from his past. I'm so excited for this, y'all. Our roster of companions is almost complete. We are so close, we just need to recruit one more person. And I am excited. Emmerich. Let's go talk to Emmerich first. And if I can flirt with him, I will flirt the snot out of Emmerich as soon as I can. Because he is awesome. And I want some lovin'.
A 3rd edition of the Unnameable Elements? I didn't even know it had editions.
Oh, it's much improved with the index. Please, borrow it if you'd like.
I'd love to. Oh, Rook, you probably wanted to say hi. Thanks, Professor.
You look moved in?
Just a few essentials.
Oh.
Manfred was a great help with the boxes.
Emmerich.
What a fascinating place this lighthouse is. What do you make of it?
Oh, he's such a bone daddy, and I love it. The thing that I love also about Emmerich is he's just his sense of fashion, just the way that he carries himself, his charm. I found out that he is 50. I think he's 50, or very early 50s, from what I hear, which is not old. That's not old. Now, for Theta standards, maybe that is old, maybe, but he's really not, and he's quite he's quite spry, regardless. So, yeah, he's super cool. I'm very enamored with him. I can see myself romancing him too. I can see myself romancing any of the characters, male or female. What a fascinating place this lighthouse is. What do you make of it? Nice, but no grand necropolis. It's better with more people. This is what I would say. Lots for a watcher to see. Better with an expert mage. Ooh, yeah, better with an expert mage.
It's much nicer with another Mourn Watcher around.
Is it?
Especially one with experience.
I must be sure to live up to expectations.
Did you get the tour yet?
Oh, I've been exploring, but I noticed a few of the others taken aback by Manfred, and I overheard remarks about my skulls. My necromancy won't cause any undue worry, will it?
Everyone's just new. No, maybe a little. Well, maybe a little. We've seen weirder. Mine doesn't, I think.
No one's afraid of my necromancy.
Oh, that's a relief.
That I know of.
Our art is so easily vilified.
Yes, I know.
That's life outside Navarra. You'll win them over.
Yeah.
Please excuse me. Manfred and I should finish our inventory. Thank you for stopping by.
Yeah. I'm glad I was able to flirt with Emmerich as well. Oh. Ooh, Emmerich's got a mission as well. Hey, Manfred. Matt Mercer is doing really well with his groans and grunts. I wasn't sure if Manfred would actually be able to verbally speak, or if he just has a bunch of groans and grunts and because, it's Matt Mercer, but I thought it would have been hilarious if Manfred started talking into some sort of I don't know, random southern accent or something. But hey, Emmerich, what's up? What's shaking, bacon?
By the way, Rook, before I left, Myrna and Veilguard asked if we could assist with an outbreak of hauntings across Thetis.
I love that.
They also mentioned displaced wisps in the necropolis. I'm not sure what's frightened them, but it bears investigation.
A watcher's work is never done.
How true. I'll send word the necropolis should expect us.
Yeah. Nice. Probably going to be doing that next. A new exploration level is available. Return to this location via the world map. or through the crossroads of Illuvian to explore the complete additional quests. Does Varric have anything to say of our other Mourn Watcher friend?
You know, Rook, every time I think I've got a handle on how weird magic is, it just gets weirder.
Varric, you've known this weird magic ever since you've known me. You've known about death magic ever since. I'm a Mourn Watcher. What the heck? Level 20. Can I now have a specialization? Can I now have a specialization? Yes! Reset the skill tree and refund all points. Now that I'm level 20, I'm wondering if I can now make my way properly up this tree. Yeah, let's see. I want to be a lot more control-y. Staff energy generates passively when you're not in combat. Generates passively. What is generate passively? Staff energy generates passively when you're not in combat. Staff energy empowers staff attacks with bonus damage and applies an affliction when full. Interesting. Jump attacks guarantee critical hits if the target is knocked down. Okay. Use your speed to unleash powerful attack with any weapon after using Fade Step. Also unlocks additional follow-up attack while sprinting by pressing, but only for orb attacks. Yeah. I do want to be a bit control-y. Freeze your enemies cold to the bone, and I love... Yeah. Freeze your enemies to the bone if they get too close. Wide area around you is frozen. And this is a cooldown. Okay. I mean, cold is very thematic. When you're talking about death magic, cold is very thematic. So I feel like... Yeah, I feel like it makes a lot of sense to go this route. We can always reset, right? So, Mind Blast. While defending, consume 50 mana to unleash a shockwave 6 meters in all directions. Deals damage based on your equipped staff. I'm not going to be using my staff all that often. Sustaining your ranged attack gradually increases its damage about the longer it is active to a maximum of 3 seconds. Okay. Sustaining hold. Sustaining range attack gradually increases its damage output the longer it is active to a maximum of... Okay, I like that. I like that. That's good for both my orb and my staff. This one's good for my staff when I use it. Frost Nova. I'm gonna be very excited to try that out. Then let's beeline it over to our specialization. Bulwark. Physical resistance plus 10%. Greater passive Death Frost. Abilities that deal necrotic or cold damage increased the other type's damage by 15% for 6 seconds. Passive Death's Blessing. Necrotic damage plus 10%. And then imbued duration. Executing a detonation on an enemy grants shocking weapons. The duration of shocking weapons is extended by 50%. So that gives us some electricity damage that I normally wouldn't have access to. Primer duration plus 20%. Damage versus barrier plus 20%. Damage versus barrier. I want to be able to take barriers out. Corrupted ground applies weakened, so that's good. This doesn't apply anything. Electric resistance, necrotic resistance, insidious maximum necrosis stacks plus 1. Necrosis, necrotic damage over time, deals increased damage against barrier. I can already stack a bunch of afflictions as a Mourn Watcher as it is. So I'm just going to give myself defense resistance. Yeah. channeled thoughts. Hold Q to focus to generate up to 50 mana per second. That's also great. Death Caller. The ultimate ability, the Crypt's Herald. Be like death, drawing in the power of the Fade and surrounding yourself with a necrotic storm. Slowly absorbs life from all nearby enemies before ending in a punishing burst, causing massive damage. I like that. Enemies that are about 10 meters away. I'm gonna use that ultimate combo. Spirit Bomb. Duration, blast, detonate sundered, damage, necrotic. Drain the life out of enemies, then throw it back at them in an explosion of necrotic energy. Applies siphoned. What's siphoned? Necrotic damage over time. Returning a portion is healing. Sundered. Target takes increased damage from all sources. Okay. Applies siphoned and deals damage each second you are connected to a target before a final blast deals bonus damage that intensifies the longer the target is exposed to it. Nice. And then Death's Blessing, necrotic damage, upgrades duration abilities. Defeating an enemy under the effects of duration abilities spawns a necrotic bolt from the enemy that seeks out a nearby enemy. I like that. Trait, Soul Burn. I thought that said Soul Train. For a moment I read that as Soul Train. I would love a power called Soul Train. Hold right, then tap E. Expand 50 mana to create a powerful surge in your range attack, giving it the power to detonate sundered targets. Ooh. That's interesting. Vitality. Health plus 100. Health leech effects plus 50%. Gain bonus damage relative to the amount of health your target and you have lost. Actions that consume mana now consume health when mana is depleted. I like this a lot. Especially when it's paired with abilities that heal me. Like this one, Spirit Bomb. That's a good combo. Yeah. Utilize health, but use this to regain health. That's a nice combo. If I go this route, range attack damage, upgrade area abilities now deal necrotic damage. Now Corrupted Ground now deals increased damage when activated. Death Surge overcharges your ranged attack, spending 200% of the usual mana to deal 200% damage. That's fine. Fade Conduit, maximum mana plus 50. Abilities cost an additional 50 mana but gain 50% penetration. Invigorating Beam. Your range attack now deals necrotic damage and leeches 10% of damage done, replenishing your health. I like that a lot. But I want to get to this. Greater passive Mortalitasi. Actions that consume mana now consume health when mana is depleted. I want to get to that. Level required is 30. Okay. That's fine. Level required is 30. We can at least go down this route. I'm just gonna fill up as much as I can. Okay. Then when I reach level 30, I'll go up this tree more. Okay. Then let's embrace more of the ice. And I like this build now because I already have fire abilities by default. So going down this route, as much as I really enjoy, I love Meteor, don't get me wrong, and I love Wall of Fire, but now I can have a little bit of fire, a little bit of necrotic, a little bit of ice, and even electricity because of charged, whatever that ability was, shocking weapons. So that's pretty awesome that I have a little bit of everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm gonna get my Icy Blast this way. Each active advantage increases your damage dealt by 10%. Health 100. And Ice Blast. Or Fade Reflex. Timing your dodge just before the enemy's attack lands slows down time for a short duration. You can move. Interesting. Ooh. That's interesting. I may want to try that, actually. Each active advantage increases your damage dealt by 10%. I may want to do that, actually. Timing your dodge just before the enemy attacks slows down time for a short duration. That's interesting. When acquired, weapon damage plus 10% as well. I like that. Necessary steps, primer duration plus 20%, advantage duration plus 20%. Upgrades control abilities. Radius of area ability effects increased by 50. That's nice. Grant deflect. What does deflect do again? I love the descriptions. Ignores the next impact received, resulting in no damage. Upgrade. Hitting 3 or more enemies with ability grants enhanced damage. Zone of destruction. That's right, nice too. I think I'm gonna go this route. Clarity and suffering. Whenever you take damage, you regenerate 5 mana. I like that. Cold damage plus 10%. Takedown damage plus 15%. A highly special highly damaging tactic that can be formed enemies who are staggered. This sounds like I'd get way more bang for my buck. Way more bang. I don't see myself doing takedown as nearly as often as doing cold abilities, especially now that I have the Ice Blast here. Cool. Let's get Emmerich beefed up. Yes, yes. Final rites. Detonate Sundered. Emmerich summons an envoy of the dead who explodes in a blast of necrotic energy. Replenish. When you're low in health, healing is increased by 50%. I like that. Ability Time Slow is really nice too. The Bell Tolls. Cast a death curse that after a short delay causes an enemy to explode with necrotic energy. Applies quiet to targets dealing increased damage. A unique affliction that Emmerich uses to deal necrotic damage each second to his enemies. Critical condition. Target is overwhelmed. Applies weakened. Emmerich summons spirits to entangle and hinder your enemies. Deals high stagger, which I like a lot actually. Do I have anything that applies weakened right now? That will probably determine how I build my Rook. What I love is, even though we are both necromancers, we have completely different powers. Completely different skill sets. Detonate Sundered. Okay, I don't really... Do I apply... Applies weakened. Okay, applies weakened and detonates sundered. Also, before I forget, I want to set my ultimate to the Crypt's Herald. Nice. Frost Nova. I want applies weakened, detonates sundered, yeah, and then a little bit of fire, a little bit of ice, a little bit of necrotic. Although this one, freeze your enemies to the bone if they get too close. White around you is frozen. Let me play around with this too. Ice and necrotic. If I want fire, I can always bring out my fire weapons as well. Let's play around with this. It's good to have duration and mana abilities. Okay, so that means going back to Emmerich. Applies weakened, detonates sundered, the bell tolls, and a heal. I feel like I want to go the bell tolls. When quiet, gain 5 mana every second. Although Entangling Spirits is nice too. Detonates sundered. Applies weakened. Emmerich summons spirits to entangle and hinder your enemies. Let's do, if we go down this route, entangling spirits and critical damage plus 25%. Let's do that for right now. The library. Ooh, more missives. Why is there Rook, the Venator? Why is there a... Is this really that important? After the dragon. Rook. The Venatori took full advantage of the chaos, as if the dragon wasn't enough. I knew it would be bad, but it's gone worse than I thought. I'll need to stay here longer. You remember Templar Rana? Hal at the fish fry? Alec from the threads? They're alive. Good. But there are others I still need answers for. One way or another, I'll be back once I know. Nev. Oh. After the dragon. A permission granted. A letter stamped with the seal of the Mourn Watch. Greetings. You have driven despair from the shrouded halls for this. You have our thanks. If Venatori return to plunder, hunt them as you will. It is signed with a complicated and impenetrable sigil. Is that Emmerich? I've read everything, except for the codexes. Ooh, here we go, the Mourn Watch. Emmerich, note to Harding on souls. Note left on a thick book. It wasn't a silly question at all. There's an enormous difference between a spirit and a soul. This is what I wanted to learn about. But the metaphysics are rarely taught outside mage circles. A soul is the richly numinous force within every living being. You and I, our companions, our opponents, all possess a soul. When we slumber, it slips into the Fade, our most intimate connection with the land of dreams. A spirit is an entity formed entirely in the Fade from raw magic. While both dwell in intangible regions, a trained mage will never mistake one for the other. Okay, this is a cool explanation. I found Craverton's Dialogue of the Outreaches to be the best starting book on the subject. If you'd like to pursue his absolutely gripping theories on autogenous liminality, I would love to learn about that more. Misconceptions about the necropolis. No one has more respect for Brother Genitivi's scholarships than I, but his writing on Navarra details very little of the practices of the Grand Necropolis. The more I travel, the more I'm convinced these elisions have led to unfortunate conclusions by people of less than generous imagination. For example, we do not lock up our dead to pound fruitlessly against their coffins in the dark. Our departed lie in a peaceful state, or even wander. The undead tableau are loving constructions, not dress up with corpses. And in the event a malign spirit causes disturbance, we don't simply throw them in a tomb and toss the key. Sometimes I think Warden Davrin crafts these questions to tease me, from Emmerich's diary. I mean, a lot of these ideas and stigmas against how they bury their dead in necromancy, I think a lot of it stems from their tradition of burning their dead instead of burying them. Complications in the Veil. The Veil, our immutable eternal barrier against the Fade. Or so we thought. There has recently been a great weakening in the Veil, thanks to a confluence of magic in the south we've yet to understand. What scant information we have paints a chilling picture. The Veil may be undone permanently, either in large parts or as a whole. We cannot give way to panic. Should this threat be real, someone must be prepared to answer. If the Veil falls, thousands of lives, all we hold dear, will be swept away. I cannot say what would take their place. Notes from a lecture by Emmerich Volkaren, 942. Dragon to a council of chantry scholars, nobility, and Navarran mages. Mementos. Voluminous notes, a long-sought notes of one of Navarre's most famous spirit summoners. Some whisper that Eglantine Feldemer still wanders the Fade, though he died 60 years ago. Okay. And my Vitar. Parasites. Time-worn mage knife. Yeah. And a map. See ya, Varric. Discover what's disturbing the wisps. Hello.
You've met Strife in Ireland before, right?
Varric and I did. We passed through Arlethan Forest while we were searching for solace. Strife and Ireland helped us navigate the Fade.
Oh, I heard about that. Spatial anomalies and time loops. I wish I could have seen it.
Varric hated it so much, being outdoors and all. And when the outdoors is upside down and lost in time and you're harassed by spirits wearing your face, well...
Oh, that would be a nightmare for anyone, I think.
Okay. Lucanus and Davrin. Oops. Hey, buddy. Oh, I love that I can hug him. Can I hug him again?
Hey, Hassan.
This is so amazing. I love Hassan so much. Davrin, man.
Never thought I'd see a living city smothered by the blight.
Yeah, I know. Poor Nev. I miss her. Oh my gosh. I was so upset that I decided to just jump. I hope we see her soon.
Ilario has always been rash. He acts on his first instinct when he should wait for his second. I was always pulling him out of trouble. Then he always stood by me through my own.
Sorry, I didn't mean to keep assuming you were done. Sorry about that, Lucanus. I will go to the workshop once I go back and see what's in the Mourn Watch shop, because I might be buying some new equipment for Emmerich and myself. Okay, so obviously we're going to be bringing Emmerich for his quest. We already brought Davrin to the last one, so let's bring on Lucanus, because he is the second last person that we've gotten, so give Lucanus, a little bit more screen time. So, travel to the tracked quest.
Let's ask Myrna and Vorgoth about these hauntings.
I'd also appreciate it if we could see to those displaced wisps. As I'm sure Rook's explained, the spirits of the Grand Necropolis reside here willingly. Most of our working dead are animated by unthinking wisps, which are little more than impulses from the Fade. But later, I could introduce you to some truly intelligent undead.
Ooh.
I think I've met enough spirits, thanks.
Smells like incense.
Ooh.
Old meat and starched linens.
Ooh. I love hearing more from Spite. Ooh. Nice. Oh, we've got more people to fight, apparently, randomly. Sure, why not? Spirit Bomb. Combo opportunity. Look at all these combo opportunities. Final rites. Come on. Yes.
That should speed things up.
Oh, nice.
They attack from a distance.
Nice. Thank you, gentlemen. Okay.
Nicely done.
Let's go over here, because I do want to see what we have in the shops. Beautiful. A note on ailments of the dead. Any watchers or visitors are to report at once if they witness imbalances such as dream cycles or broken auras amongst the necropolis' sacred inhabitants. If you are unsure, please seek out a senior watcher for a proper diagnosis.
Rook, Emmerich, your return is most welcome. We require the aid of watchers.
Your letter spoke of hauntings?
Malign spirits freed by the gods.
They have concretized into a variety of forms.
Concretized?
Left unchecked, these spirits will cause great harm.
They must be put to rest.
This haunting was once a spirit of curiosity.
Ooh.
It has turned to a darker purpose.
What's the dark version of curiosity? Obsession? Just acquired hauntings. Curiosity. I wanna buy stuff. Why are you not letting me buy stuff? Oh.
Rook, Professor, a new group of Venatori trespass in the Shrouded Halls.
The gall of them!
They come in search of plunder.
We'll put a stop to that.
Yeah.
We must keep track of our skeletal assistants.
Are any lost?
Intermittently. One revels in hiding in the sand.
Alright.
There is much to be done.
I definitely... Nice. Yeah, it looks like we increase our faction strength faster with the Mourn Watch, which makes a lot of sense. Nice. Okay. So I'll be spending a lot of time selling things with the Mourn Watch. We can improve Emmerich, necrotic damage, time-worn mage knife, arcane bomb trigger damage. Triggering arcane bomb now also staggers enemies around your target. That's really nice, actually. The Boundless Scholar, striking misfortune. Yeah, I want this. Accessories. Sightless Skull. Ooh, it can turn into an epic amulet. Gain 1 mana per 50 stagger dealt by control. An epic amulet! Yes! I think I like that. That's something that's a no-brainer for me to purchase. For 290, yes please. Nice. Haunted Statuette. A treasure for any necromancer. This obsidian carving of what awaits us all in the end is haunted by a small, harmless spirit. Written over artwork memento. What began as an anatomical study has degenerated into a series of furious notes from several scholars on whether a skeleton can ever be said to be nude. Cool. It feels like there's a discount maybe on some of these. Or is it just my imagination that there's a discount on some of these as a Mourn Watch person? Dexterous Leathers, Navara appearance. This snug outfit is padded to protect against the cold of the Anderfells and the claws of the Darkspawn, crafted in Navaran style. Magister's Bloodletter, Stormheart, a weapon formerly gifted to a new Magisters by the Archon of Tevinter. This Bloodletter can slice through magical barriers with ease, crafted from robust Stormheart. Okay, I definitely want to get more in line with my faction, so 100% getting this epic skull, because it gives me that when you unlock the epic version, I think you can get to legendary as well. Legendary. The epic gives you an additional an additional ability. Applies necrosis to nearby enemies on potion use. 10% of potion. Yes, please. That sounds good. Yeah, I'm just gonna buy out. I'm pretty much gonna buy out the Mourn Watch shop because I want to embrace my faction. Striking Misfortune. 76 defense. Ability damage. Yes, please. And then also the appearances. Dexterous Leathers, Bloodletter Stormheart. Yeah. And we might as well make Time-Worn Mage Knife, Arcane Bomb triggers damage. Yeah. Let's get that. Let's buy this for Emmerich. And this for Emmerich. Nice! I gotta, you know, look out for my fellow Mourn Watcher, my fellow faction peeps. So, I can't sell anything else, but I will come back to the Mourn Watch.
We shall meet again.
I am counting on it, Veilguard. Lots of cool stuff. Time-Worn Mage Knife. Yeah, plus 28% Arcane Bomb, trigger damage, trigger an Arcane Bomb now also staggers enemies that are under target. That's amazing. I'm wondering if I can offhand the staff is fine. Necrotic damage. And then this one, Chilled Grasp. Good for right now. Striking Misfortune. Ooh. Oh! Dude! That looks good on you! I love the purple. And I love this tint of green. I like that. It actually looks decent against Zen's complexion too. I am liking the look of that, Zen. Watcher's Hold, +4. Applies necrosis or nearby enemies. Let's do that. Yeah, this one, no-brainer. Plus 20% control ability damage, plus 25 stagger from control abilities, and gain 1 mana per 50 stagger dealt by controller abilities. I love, 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 love stagger, so that's good. Let's get Emmerich hooked up with her Emek Pendulum. Get him some new threads, the Boundless Scholar. Doesn't look as cool. I may change his appearance in a moment. But, yeah, it's okay. What began as an anatomical study has degenerated into, yeah, a skeleton can never be nude.
What's the state of things in the shrouded halls?
We have made an acceptable amount of progress, yet work remains.
The dead are restless still.
Ooh, finally there are levers here that we can open.
Let's see if we can figure this out. That did it. What do we have here? There we go.
Okay. So cute.